Hey guys, today we're going to do a Q&A. We asked you guys questions on Instagram and YouTube. So we have a couple. Last time was super juicy. Today was kind of like a little bit more deep and more emotional. And then a little bit of fun too with purses. But
I like deep and emotional. Purses, yes.
If you don't know, this is my boyfriend. No, just kidding.
Her baby daddy.
No, this is JT, my husband. And you guys love having him here. I love having him here. So we're going to do the Q&A. But before we do that, I just wanted to say thank you to Mommy Silk for sending me my pillowcases. Honestly, you guys know me. I love silk, and I will never go back to to buying regular silk to buying regular cotton or any other material pillowcases. And so basically, you guys, if you don't know, pillowcases, silk. I can even start all over.
If you don't know, now you know. Go ahead.
I'm breathing so hard.
It's showtime.
I don't know why I'm so nervous.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm never nervous.
You're not nervous.
Maybe because you're so sexy.
No cuts. Let's go. No cuts, no butts, no coconuts. All right, let me take it from the top. Hey, what's up, fam? Loan Officer JT, hanging out with my beautiful wife, Tabby Violet. And in today's episode, we're going to share with you, I don't know if you know this, a little something about Tabby. Her favorite thing in the entire world are silk pillowcases.
No, they're not.
One night, I actually ended up with her pillow, and I slept like a baby, and I had no idea what was going on. But when I woke up, my face felt like a baby's butt cheek, basically.
I get mad at him, actually. So I have like 2 silk pillowcases, and then we have a third pillowcase. He gets the regular kind.
Yeah. Dad doesn't get the big piece of chicken at the house.
And it's so funny because when he like lays on my silk pillowcases, I'm like, dude, that's not yours. That's not yours, because I'd like to have one like laying on my face and then holding one on my side. But
She bougie.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, I love silk, and basically it's really good for your hair. It doesn't have like breakage, and also you get less breakout on your face because it's antibacterial. So I really appreciate silk pillowcases. He takes them from me, and I get mad about it because I like to have my 2 pillowcases. So I need to get more. And then also the comforter, as you guys saw, is cotton on the outside and 100% mulberry silk in the inside. And what that does is it creates like temperature regulation, so you don't get too hot or you don't get too cold. So I really like that. I like that it's white, and I like that you can cover it with a silk sheet. But yes, so I really am enjoying it. JT really doesn't get much of it because I like take it on my side.
Well, the comforter's nice.
Yeah.
So and don't I have a silk pillowcase now too?
Yeah, now you have one.
Yeah. I'm part of the club now, and it's nice.
So I love it. I do have a coupon code for you guys if you want it. I'll leave in the description box, and any more questions or information will be left down below. So let's get started with the questions.
Sure thing.
Okay, so...
Ooh, I'm nervous. Am I supposed to be nervous?
I'm going to leave everybody anonymous, and also we're going to try to not edit this at all.
Okay.
Because you guys like that.
So that means I can't joke around. Sorry.
Oh, you can totally joke around.
Oh, okay. I don't want to embarrass you in front of your friends.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you can't see.
Oh, sorry.
No, just kidding. I'm going to kind of like mix it up so it's like serious and then fun. And then also I'm going to put some purse questions in because his input is going to you'll see why. But because I am a purse luxury channel and I like stuff like that in fashion. So if you don't know, now you know.
Yes.
Okay, so the first question is, what are your goals for the family and individual goals?
Who, for me or us?
Both. You don't have to get too detailed.
Yeah, I think we're pretty simple, man. Less is more. Our future consists of experiencing this beautiful planet that God gave us, acquiring some real estate, but most importantly, your health is your wealth. So I want to exercise, eat my smoothie, love my wife, dance and laugh and sing, and try to, detach from the matrix as much as possible, but still play the game at the highest level so that we can be afforded the greatest life that I can provide.
No, I totally agree. Like prior to this year or two, we've kind of got caught up in the whole as you can say, game or whatever. And we just literally everything just came to our face and we're like, dude, we want to keep everything simple. And I like my purses and nice things, but to be honest, I really want to get more into collecting houses.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Houses have literally been our passion since we first met.
Yeah.
And as you guys know, we're in the real estate industry. He's mortgage and stuff like that. So we love it. So it's only natural that we start collecting more and more houses, and all over the world. And then then travel and then have our family set up too.
Oh, and I'll throw in a little caveat. I am opening up a new office, location to be disclosed in the future. So with that said, if you know any mortgage professionals or you're maybe interested in becoming a loan officer, I'm actually planning on conquering the mortgage world through the internet and video and Tabby's
I'll leave his
charisma.
Little shameless plug.
Yeah, I'm just messing with
his
you.
YouTube, no, that's fine.
Okay.
YouTube videos, his YouTube channel and his Instagram down below.
I want to put on 100 to 1,000 loan officers.
Yeah, if you guys love us, help us out. But anyways,
Help us, help you, help each other, right? Or how's that go? Help me, help you. Help
But
us.
basically, honestly, it's just to live a simple life, be with our family and friends, and like you said, be happy, and then let the kids live a life that's not so.
I think if we're keeping it real, I think it kind of boils down to outsmarting the game too, right? I don't want to work 40 hours, 80, 100 hours. We love working and we love what we do, but at the end of the day, I think we could all agree that freedom is the most precious thing that we have. And I personally want to spend time with my wife and children and do what I want. But with that said, you do what you got to do.
Yeah, and if people really take the phrase that you only live life once and it's really short and fast.
YOLO.
Yeah, no, like seriously, if you
Every
really
day.
think about it, like why would you want to live your life like doing monotonous, boring stuff that's part of like the whole game and stuff? Like live your life and have fun.
That takes me to the conspiracy theory.
No, we're not going there.
No, you'll like this one. It's not bad. It's not bad. But if you think about it, in life, if you're afraid, you won't take chances. And in order to win, you have to take risks. So that's all. And the conspiracy theory is there's always fear. There's always a boogeyman. Every time you turn on the TV, you might want to just ball up in the corner and start crying. But don't let that stop you because
In reality, do you really
take the risks. Yeah.
We're filming.
That's our beautiful teenager.
Yes.
Our real life anime.
She's actually quarantined because someone had COVID in her school. But anyways, who cares? She doesn't have it. Not who cares, but that's off topic. Okay, the next question is actually, I don't know if we want to answer this, but it says, do you want to move to Hawaii? Are you guys planning?
Are we planning on it?
Moving to Hawaii?
I'll start or you start.
I actually thought I made it kind of not obvious. I was just kind of hinting towards things, but everyone keeps asking if we're moving to Hawaii.
We're not there yet. We're global citizens. That's the way I look at it. And we're always visitors, but we're always home. I've never been anywhere on this earth where I didn't feel pretty comfortable and that I didn't love. Life is beautiful everywhere. But with that said, I think we're the conversations are happening. And we're looking into doing the licensing and everything that it takes so that we could potentially, travel through. I just think it'd be fun for the story at the end of our life. If you had to read the book, I think it'd be cool for the kids to say, we did Hawaii for a little while.
So short answer, stay tuned and watch our videos to see what the real answer is.
But our house might not look this good.
Oh gosh, Hawaii,
you know that.
Hawaii real estate, you guys, it's like out of this world, and then you're living in a shack. So if we're living in the shack by the beach, hey, join us.
No, if you've ever been to Hawaii, they're just the single frame construction. Everything kind of feels a little rickety. Even in the higher end stuff, you're like, man. But we've been spoiled. I mean, obviously in Texas, you get a lot for your money, and then in Denver, we had the fortress, those old Denver bricks. You couldn't tear that thing down to save your life. And then you go to Hawaii, but again, you never shut the windows. You don't need much.
Yeah. That leads me to the next question. It says, she says.
Well, you can't say she anymore.
Oh yeah, he, she, they.
They.
She said basically, how are you guys able to move around so much? We lived in Texas. If you guys don't know, we live in San Antonio. We moved to Denver. We moved to Boulder, which we're in now, and then we're talking about moving to the island. But how are we able to move? Just a short answer.
Yeah, I'm in mortgage. I'm not a realtor, so I don't have to be present. It doesn't require my attendance. I can help people in Texas, Florida, Colorado, Hawaii. The list goes on and on. So with that said, we're fortunate enough to be in a position to where we're on the internet. I don't meet with people. 10 years ago, I met with every client I served, but now not so much. We just talk and do everything over the internet, quick and easy. So if that answers your questions, we're one of the lucky people. But with the new normal, I think a lot of people are going to be able to work and live from anywhere, which, kind of makes us like Hawaii, because my prediction is with supply and demand, there's nowhere to go but the moon, right? I mean, we're talking about paradise, and it's basically the same price as Boulder. I mean, don't get me wrong. the houses aren't going to be as nice, but if you're a first-time home buyer in Oahu or Boulder or Austin or a lot of California, you're looking at very similar prices.
Yeah. So, so we're very fortunate with his job. We can move a lot, and we actually choose to move a lot. Like, we want adventure in our life, and we don't want to, like, just be, like, we just want adventure, basically.
We've been snow bunnying for 3.5 years, and it feels great. And could we live here forever? Absolutely. This is rated the #1 place to live in the United States generally every year. And the only reason it's not rated #1 is usually because of price, and then sometimes they'll throw in diversity. But
yeah. Well, so to break it up, I know you guys like it when we talk about purses. I was going to break this up.
Our favorite.
Yeah. I actually have 2 like new things on my wish list, and I'm obviously being very good because anyways, I'll tell you guys about it in another video. But there's 2 bags that hey, what you looking at, son?
No, I was looking at the computer to make sure the audio is recording.
There's 2 purses that I really like, and I want a JT opinion on these 2 purses, which are actually quite controversial. They're new. It's a new LV. It's an LV Kusan bag in the spring line. I think it already came out, but it's out of stock. And then the new Gucci Marmont multicolor in the green, the emerald. And he knows that one because I showed him. And then I want to show him this one to see what he thinks about it. So I'm going to pop up pictures of both of them. Like, I love both of them, and I think like. Some people like them, but I think the majority of people kind of hate them. But I haven't fell in love with anything Gucci or LV in like so long. And when these 2 came out, I was like, dude, like they're not like playing it boring anymore. And people are like, oh, it's not classic. But personally, I really like it. So the one that I was going to show you is this one. This is the Kusan MM in the green, and that can come off.
The croissant?
The Kusan, I think?
No, I'm just messing with you.
What do you think about it?
How big is that?
It's pretty big. Look, let me show you.
It looks small in the picture at first. You got the.
I'm gonna put the screen share. So no, this one is.
Oh, that one's cute.
I know that one's the
I
other one.
kind of like the cream. Dang.
So that's actually the smaller size. But
let's see what she's talking about.
Like the
ladies.
big size. This is a green one.
Holy moly, that's a lot bigger than I expected.
I know, but
I'm not sure about the hardware though.
I like the small one because of the size, but I like the color of the like military green.
I love the
hunter
what
green.
do you call those? They're like the pastel earthy tones.
The hunter green, but this is the smaller size.
Yeah, I like the smaller one better.
And
I feel like the chain link is a little.
What about the white?
Off-putting.
The chain, you can take it off.
If you can take it off, I'm all in. If you can take it off, ladies, I'm all in, 100%.
And then I'm showing him decor and designer. I'm going to put all
See, that's super cute. See, the chain doesn't look bad in that picture.
See, look how she styles it. That's so cute.
Yeah, so it's a very monochromatic
look. So you can take
look.
off the chain, you can take off the big strap and put it on different purses.
Oh, interesting.
So what do you think?
I love it. I love it.
And that's all leather.
Depends on the price. How much is it?
Okay, so yeah, I was going to say it's like 30.
I might like it, I might not.
The big one's $39, which is quite expensive.
I kind of like. What was the one the girl was just wearing? The big one or the little one?
She's wearing the little one. That's like
I like
$35.
the little one better.
Yeah, white, but that's
Yeah, I
pretty
like the white.
Ooh, there's a black and a neon green in that one.
We'd have to see it. I'm actually digging the neons, especially if you're out on the island.
Yeah, neon. I don't know.
And the 80s are back, dude. I'm telling you,
so what do you think
neon's
about
in
the
bigger
price?
than ever. I think it's expensive for what you get. Because Louis for me was always kind of like a bargain. If you wanted to surprise your wife, you could go to Louis Vuitton and spend, get a little wallet or a bigger wallet or even something
like
for
in the
$1,000, $1,500
now
bucks, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's hard to, you can't surprise her every day for $4,000. If you do the math, that's about 1.3 a year. So
yeah, so it is pricey, but it is cute, right?
I think it's super cute. And Tabby's she's had this thing for like the military greens lately, and I love it too.
Well, green's always been my favorite color.
Green's been my favorite color.
But then now, like fashion houses are coming out with green bags, and I'm like, oh, you're speaking my language.
But if you live like in Colorado, especially, I know a lot of California, especially Oregon, Northwest, there's that earthy vibe, right? Where it's kind of like a different type of swag. You've got your, what do you call it, Arc'teryx, your, what is it? Patagonias and On Clouds or Boulder Jordans.
Green has always been my thing. It's just now the fashion houses are coming out with it. And I'm like, you are speaking my language.
Yeah, I love it.
Because I never, ever get... Okay, so what do you think
beautiful.
Next about
the
Gucci?
The Lucy Gucci.
I'm going to put
okay, yeah. She's been loving the green too.
Well, green's my favorite color. Now they're out and I want to get like one fun bag. Like all my other bags are like
What would
brown.
you wear that with though? I could see that going really well with black.
This outfit, I would totally wear it with this outfit.
Yeah.
And I would wear it with like a lot of neutrals.
And disclaimer, I actually like fun bags. I love the fact that she's into the classics and everybody loves the classics. It's like, with cars or anything else, you can't go wrong with a super sexy mid-mod or a 911. But with that said too, I kind of like to go off the beaten path, which may not be the best if you're looking to trade or resale, but
yeah, but I want one fun
bag.
bag.
Yeah.
So
I really like that color.
Which one do you like better?
Out of the two?
Yeah. And this one's 2000.
Dang. I like 2000 better, but man,
And this is
I kind of like the Louis better, to be honest with you. I think so. I mean, at
Really?
first glance, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of that green for me. I think for you.
It's like an emerald green and navy. I know most people hate this bag, but I just for
I don't
something like
hate it. I like the camera bag too because it's simple.
yeah, but I feel like it's gonna be too long on me.
I say do you.
You're not. Being
Let's go back to the Louis real quick and compare. I feel
Well-
bad because what did she want me to choose this one?
Oh no, you don't have to choose any. Actually, I just want to know what
I
you
didn't
think
know.
about like.
I didn't get the memo.
So this is all leather. It's almost 4
Yeah,
grand.
that almost looks like a, what do you call it? Like a satchel or something.
Yeah,
like
and
a,
it's
what do
really-
you call it when you're on a bike and you're riding? What do they call those?
I don't know.
You could put like, I don't know.
A fanny pack?
No,
No,
you know, they were
messenger bag?
a messenger bag. Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of was kind of like a quirky, high fashion messenger bag.
So, but
Oh, that's a great picture.
oh, I know.
Are you going to show them that one?
No, yeah, I'm gonna put
With
it up
the
in the
nanas?
screenshots.
Okay.
Of course, you like it.
I like the logo, and I've always liked Gucci. I felt like Gucci was always more of a humble brag, where sometimes with you know, I don't know, other brands and stuff, they're so in your face.
So you don't think any of them are ugly? You like them?
Both,
Yeah.
yeah. But I like the Louis better though. But with the price, I'd probably go with the Gucci, especially if she
Okay.
liked that one.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
Makes more sense.
It's funny. I'm almost like
Sounds nice. Make
it's
it
almost
twice.
making me like I'm kind of like convincing you to get the answers that I want from you.
That's
No.
reverse psychology. She said she threw
Really?
that in there because it was twice as much, right? That's how you do it, ladies.
No.
You like the 4,000 or the 2,000?
I
I'm like,
actually
well, now
just-
that you mention it,
I actually just like both bags, so I just want to know what you thought about it.
nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
So someone said, "How did y'all meet?" I missed it. If you shared it before, I'm gonna link the video down below of our first like husband tag. We left the, how we met there. So watch that one.
I was the Jello shooter guy at Soft Bodies, and she came in for one of her girlfriends. What was it?
I don't know what soft bodies is.
I'm
but-
just kidding.
I don't know what
You
that
could
is.
imagine.
So we're gonna leave that down below, but thank you for your question. Okay, and then this one is it says, "How do you guys keep it alive, having kids, being busy, married for many years?"
Ooh, keep it alive in what
Yeah.
sense?
And then also to tie that in, how do you guys find each other desirable and attractive?
Man, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
No, us. How we do it.
No, I know.
I'll go
I just
first.
think, I feel like, okay, you go. She gonna go.
I gotta go first.
You go, girl. You go.
So keeping it alive. So this is one thing that I've noticed about me my whole life is that I'm always like a adventurous one. I do tend to get bored easily. I don't get bored because I'm always like finding something, but I do like, let me take it back. I do like spontaneity. And I also like,
She loves spontaneity.
I like spontaneity and I love adventure and I love like
tea.
just, yeah.
Well, I think most women love that adventure and
Not necessarily. I think
Sweep
there's
you off your
people,
feet.
yeah, but I think some women just are fine with staying the same place, same things.
well, that's anybody. Women
I
and
don't.
some people are.
But yeah, so like I've always known myself that I always like to be on my feet. I've always liked, things like that. And JT, it's so like that. Like we really balance each other out. Though I like that, I feel like I'm more on the conservative and kind of like more like follow the rules. And he's always like the rule breaker, but not like bad boy style. He's such a good boy, but like kind of twist things. And he's always like
Street smart.
street smart.
Grew up in the hood.
And a lot of adventure in him. So he gets like, he's had that like hippie lifestyle too, where he moved a lot when he was younger. And so he always keeps me on my feet. Like he's always surprising me, or he's always like, hey, what do you think about that? He's always good at like motivating and like saying, oh, I want this, I want that. Not necessarily monetarily, but like always like,
Looking forward to something.
Yes, there's always something to look forward to.
A purpose, a destination.
yeah. And another thing I was going to say is you have to read the 5 love languages. Like JT actually bought me that book. And ever since we like read it, well, I read it and then told him about it.
Her love language is money. No, I'm just kidding. That was a
Not
joke.
really.
No, that was a joke. That was a joke.
But like our love languages are acts of service, and for me, like gifts, and then for him, it's a physical attention and words of affirmation. And so ever since we found that out, like we literally speak each other's love languages all the time. Like he's always
Naturally, though.
naturally, but it actually became even more natural once we found out what that was. So I highly recommend that you like find out what each other's love language is and then speak it. And honestly, you like speak each other's language, so it's like that flow of like give and take. Yeah.
Yes.
And then we like to be healthy for each other, so we want to make sure. I'm just naturally attracted to his spirit too, and him.
I think we're lucky too in a weird way. I mean, we know a lot of people. We know a lot of married couples, and obviously, some appear to be happier than others. I mean, and it's not all peaches and cream with us either, right?
Yeah.
But with that said, man, to me, love is infinite. So no matter what happens or what comes up, compared to the way you love her or your children, I mean, to me, you can overcome any obstacle life throws at you. That's just kind of, my take at it. And, Tabby is, I don't know how I would say this. She's my constant too, So I have a lot of respect for her. And I'm just surprised she loves me, to be honest with you. I'm like, man, if you like me, I'll like But that's how it's supposed to be, right? Every time I liked somebody when I was a kid, they never liked me back. Or if I didn't like them, they liked me. And then finally we found a balance.
Yeah, I think we're very blessed in the aspect where we're best friends and we speak each other's love language. But that took,
Oh, and humor is at the core of it
Oh,
too.
yeah.
We love to joke around. We're super silly.
Yeah, so I think a lot of it is humor. That's what keeps it spicy because, funny energy equals.
Yeah, I can't joke around. Then
I'm all like, you're so attractive. When you make me laugh, I love it. Well, that laughter is the most attractive thing to me, But I would
don't make her laugh. You'll make me jealous. I'm just messing with you.
I'll have to tell you guys a story about that. But yeah, I would say speak each other's love languages and always be good, your best that you can be for them and also for yourself. We want to be in shape and we want to make sure we're taking care of each other so we're always attractive physically. And then even spiritually and emotionally, we try to grow to be better. Yes.
And I'll throw a little caveat in there too, just to kind of paint a greater picture. I think if you've ever heard of the favor bank, you have to deposit before you can withdraw. And that is with all relationships, right? It's like if you help your friends move, they're kind of obligated to help you move one day. So I think at first, some of the turbulence that we experienced was more along the lines of, learning each other. But then there came a point where it was like, man, I love this girl. So if she needs, no matter what I can do to help make her happy, I'm going to do. But the flip side is Tabby kind of runs a tight ship too. More often than not, I don't have to clean the house. I don't have to worry about anything. I just kind of have to do me.
Make them.
No, yeah, go just do what I got to do, and then the family dynamic. Tabby, like I said, she manages the children very well. They do really good in school. The house is spotless. So I think there's that. We both do a lot for each other.
I love you.
Thank
you.
Even though she does a lot more work.
Yeah, right.
Technically.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
No,
I just think
that's
more.
So sweet. I love you.
She's more physical.
I love you.
But yes, so there you go.
Yes, that was very good. Thank you. So we're just gonna answer one more or two more because it's getting long.
Let's see what we got.
Okay, two more.
Two more. You tell us in the comments right now.
Okay, two more.
two more. Okay. Okay, good.
So this is only to you. Does Tabby do anything that pisses you off?
I mean, it depends on my mood. If I'm having a rough day, yeah, I would say so. But in general,
I think there's sometimes I push your buttons. What is it? Oh, when I big.
I think there's a dynamic with men and women. And in the world we live in today, a lot of relationships are imbalanced. And I think for us, oh man, how do I articulate this? I mean, I think it's important that I be the man and she be the woman. And I think anytime she tries to be the man, it kind of throws us off a little bit. And then I'm scratching my head saying, hey, we know you don't want this life. So why would you?
Well, I think to put it clear, I think to make it more for those feminists out there not to get offended, he wasn't meaning about it like that. I think basically he has his role in this relationship, and I sometimes cross over it and try to act like I'm the boss and try to be well, what about that? And I say things, and it can come across as kind of controlling, but really,
or undermining or condescending. You know
it's
that.
Condescending, but really, it's just my input, and I, feel like I know. But to be honest, it's really not my place to say the things, and I know that. And so, yeah, I can be super annoying when it comes to that.
Well, whenever we're adulting, that would probably be. But that takes us full circle back to the beginning. We know who we are, we understand our nature, and that's why, at least for me, especially, less is more. Right? If I have too many projects, nothing gets done.
Yeah.
If I'm doing one or two things, we're really, really good.
Yeah, there's certain aspects that I'm in charge of, but when it comes to his realm, I try to control it because I think that my past, I've always been the boss or in charge, my old careers and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so transitioning into this, I always feel like I still am, but I'm not. And JT's definitely the expert, and I feel like I'm trying to act like I am, and I don't even know what I'm talking about sometimes. So
and it's hard when you love somebody because you want to take it to heart and actually digest and kick it around.
Yeah, so I'm definitely working on just biting my tongue and being staying in my.
But in a nutshell, nothing bad though.
Yeah,
I mean, we're talking a grain of sand in a world full of beaches, so there's very little.
Yeah, but I'm definitely working on improving it. So.
And same here.
Yeah. Okay, so last one is what do you each drive?
As far as what?
Vehicles. So I'll say what I drive and then what he used to drive and what we're planning on getting.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Sure.
So I drive a Toyota 4Runner, white pearl. I love that, but it's actually too small. JT used to drive a what?
GMC 1500.
In this beautiful like green hunter color. But what we're planning...
Terrible in the snow.
Yes.
Even though I had nice tires and everything, it was scary at the mountain house.
Yeah. So what we're planning on getting is the exciting part. Oh, so it's either two things.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what they're called.
Well, we'll see. A van, right?
But not a minivan. A really cool like Volkswagen, like vintage style.
For the beach, yeah. So
Yeah.
we're actually, you could put a picture of it up. I don't know if we'll get this
I'll put a
one, but I
screenshot,
really
yeah.
like the color. So we're thinking about big pimping it on the island, at least on the weekends, and taking like a 19.
You
like,
kind of answered that we're moving there, but that's okay.
yeah, well, hey, nothing. Hey, you know,
Nothing's
if you're in
set-
real estate, it's not a deal till the keys in your
nothing's
hand.
set
You
in
know
stone.
that.
Yeah, and things could change.
Who knows? Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, at the end of the day, if life throws a curveball at us or a greater opportunity arises or who knows, absolutely, we're open-minded.
Yeah, and that or the Mercedes, what's it called?
Yeah, the camper van. We're
Yeah.
looking at that. And then to putt around, I don't know.
Yeah, so we don't know yet. So when we're in the island, when we are, we'll let
Yeah,
you
you'll
know.
see.
You'll see.
But honestly, I'd love to get like a 458 white Ferrari Spider.
Yeah, but
eventually.
eventually. Oh yeah, well I really want a vintage Land Rover.
Well, the G-Wagon, no, she loves.
I love the-
Oh, we'll throw that up there
I
too.
love the vintage Land Rover and the G-Wagon. The reason why
But
we're
no.
speaking so much about this is because we're in the market to get another vehicle, and
Yeah.
so that's why we're like in cross paths. Because,
We're looking.
Yeah.
We're looking.
Yeah.
And I think, I will say I love the G-Wagons, right? I absolutely love them. They're super expensive. And then since we've been living in Boulder, I feel like here, the nice cars they're not very common, but if you've got like the VW bus or you've got the camper van or you've got the 1974 Toyota Land Cruiser that's mint, original, so we're kind of falling into that trap of we're really vibing with these retro cars. And
I like it, preferably because I'm more into I like the whole concept of reusing again and getting vintage. I'm so into vintage now. So I've always have been, but I'm even more into it. And I even think that about vehicles too. I mean, I think a Tesla would be cool too, but honestly, I think we're leaning more towards that outside living life. So honestly, everyone else that's buying a van, we kind of want to do that too.
And another thing, and I don't know, I'm getting older, but I kind of like the idea of having a car or a vehicle that's worth more in 10 or 15 years. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Sorry, just a maximum recording time. What were we saying?
I don't know, but I think we should.
Oh yeah,
probably...
the car's appreciating, but we'll cut it out. But yeah, wouldn't it be nice to have a retro VW bus? And when you see this picture, if you haven't already, it's insane. I couldn't imagine driving Tabby and the kids to the beach on the weekend and just having our little ice chest and maybe doing some fishing and barbecuing. And I don't know if you know, but a lot of the locals in Hawaii, they go to the beach on Friday and they spend the whole weekend there. So we'll have a lot of expeditions.
Yeah. So that is it, guys. I think this is super long. I might have to take some of it out because I think this will be very long. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want another Q&A, don't forget to thumbs up and also leave more questions down below. Seriously, people say thumbs up, but explain why you need a thumbs up.
Because YouTube is not thinking very good right now.
YouTube is totally just if you like us, thumbs up because it really does help with the algorithm and helping us grow.
Please.
I do want to grow, okay?
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah. Your little bit of support makes a huge difference, and
Really
we appreciate
does.
you.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.